This is Avalon Garner, and I'm here with my dad, John, and I'm doing my oral history project on the 70s. Okay, Dad, what was considered fashionable then?
Fashionable in the 70s was bell-bottom jeans. Disco was very fashionable. And having your shirt unbuttoned down about 4 buttons was fashionable. Yeah.
Okay, what could you buy with $1?
$1 in the 70s could get you, not that I smoke, but you could probably buy a pack of cigarettes for $1 then. You could get a gallon of gasoline easily with $1 until Jimmy Carter was elected. Okay.
What did you do with your friends for fun?
We'd cruise Maine, drag Maine as it was called back then. We'd go to discos. Those type of things. That's what we'd do.
What was school like for you then?
School was fun back then. It was I don't know. It was just a fun time.
Did you have a lot of friends?
Yes, I had a lot of friends growing up in high school. It was always fun to have a lot of friends and to be able to do things all the time.
How were you treated as a teenager?
I think I was treated pretty good. You mean by my peers or by older adults?
By your peers.
By my peers, I was treated good. I just kind of minded my own business, and I, for the most part, I think that there's times when other kids would get bullied, but I think for the most part, kids were a little different back then. I think it was a good time.
Okay, what was your community like?
It was a smaller community, college-oriented. Just a fun place to kind of grow up. You had to find things to do, but the things you did were always fun.
Where was this?
This was in Rexburg, Idaho.
Okay, what was TV like then?
In the 70s, TV was, it was good. I enjoyed watching, they had a lot of sitcoms on back then, like The Jeffersons, Good Times, Three's Company, those type of shows, Brady Bunch. A lot different then than it is today.
What kind of music was popular?
What kind of music was popular in the 70s? Oh, let's see. Elton John, Bee Gees. Disco was very popular. Disco.
What kind of sports did you like? What were your hobbies?
I always liked basketball and those type of things.
How do you think things have changed since then?
I think people are a little more uptight today than they were in the 70s. Things have changed. Well, technology has changed dramatically. The cars we drive today compared to the cars we had. Technology is the biggest change. No fax machines, no computers. Kids today don't even really know what a fax machine is, I don't think.
What kind of electronics did you have?
Well, I had a record player, a cassette tape, 8-track tape player in the 70s, and as the late 70s came along, I think we moved into the cassettes. out of the 8-track, but that was more into the early 80s. Any other questions? What's the next question, Ab? No? Oh. What's the next question, Ab?
Who was famous then?
Who was famous in the 70s? John Travolta was famous. Let's see, who else was famous? Welcome Back, Cotter, John Travolta. Let's see.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
The Bee Gees were very famous because they were big singers back then. The Osmonds were actually famous in the 70s. Let's see. Elvis was pretty famous still. People like that. Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra.
Okay, who was your favorite basketball player?
In the 70s, Wilt Chamberlain was my favorite basketball player.
What team did you play on?
The Lakers. And I hate the Lakers today.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Okay, just